Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about giving ourselves the best quality. When I say the best quality, I don't necessarily mean materialistic things. Yes, we all love luxury, but I'm talking about more on a grateful level, if that makes sense. And when I say grateful, I mean giving ourselves the best and the most simplest things. Like for instance, I think we should all be mindful of what we consume in our everyday diet. Just being mindful of the quality of food that we are putting into our bodies, because our bodies are our machine. It keeps us going for the rest of our life, and I think we should be treating our home the best we could. Just maybe incorporating more fruits and vegetables in your diet to make sure you're getting all those natural nutrients, clean meats, juicing as well, and just breaking it down to a more simpler diet as far as what we can grow, instead of all the processed foods that are out here that we don't even know what we're eating and what we are consuming. And I think it's important to be mindful, because if we are not getting our nutrients, if we're not getting our vitamins, if we are not making sure our body is well taken care of, then we're not going to produce the best. We're going to be sluggish, we're going to be lazy, and if you don't already know, that is why they put a lot of that stuff in our diet, because they don't want us to excel in life. Your body is the most important thing. You need to make sure your mind is healthy. You need to make sure your body is healthy. And that all ties into becoming the best version of yourself. From our body, I think another form of gratitude is how we take care of our appearance, keeping up with ourselves, skincare routine, nighttime routine, a daily routine essentially, because the daily routine is very attractive, it's very organized, it makes you feel like you have your life together and you are checking off everything on your to-do list. You're getting things done that need to be done and not living in a state of avoiding all the things that you know you need to be doing. And I think having a routine is a way of taking care of yourself and making sure you're keeping these promises to yourself, because you're on a mission. You move with intention to follow suit with what you're trying to pursue. So that could be waking up in the morning and adding a 15-minute stretch routine just to make sure your body is flexible and keeping up with your mobility, because as you age, you know that can restrict us. And if you want to have a quality life in the future, it's important to take care of your body now and making sure you're stretching just to keep your joints healthy, and so you're never losing that mobility. I think adding in a 15, 20, 30 hour long reading session is important too, just to make sure we're constantly feeding our mind knowledge and making sure we are absorbing positive content. No matter what you put your attention to, it should always be something positive, because we understand how easily our minds can become warped or distracted. So if you spend a lot of time on social media, I think it's important to make sure your algorithm is healthy for you. Also, go for maybe a mile walk or a mile run. It doesn't even have to be running, just any form of exercise that you know you like. So for me, I found out that I don't like the gym. I've tried to be consistent with it for so many years, but I don't like it. I never got that falling in love feeling with it, and there was a time where I was consistent with it for almost a year, and it still didn't kick in for me. I don't like running. I tried running a couple weeks ago, and I just didn't like the feeling of that. But again, I don't run, but I did do track when I was younger, and I didn't like track either. And for me, I find that hiking is my form of exercise that I truly enjoy. Especially out here on the West Coast, because the views are beautiful. We have rock climbing and everything. So to me, that is my favorite form of exercise. So I try to do that on the weekends that I have time, and I also use it as my reset, my refresh, clear my mind, and restart whenever I feel I'm getting off track. For me, I do a lot of skincare. I like to wear cute clothes around my apartment. I like to keep fresh flowers in my house. If I feeling up to it, I'll run myself a nice bubble bath or just light some candles, set the ambiance, maybe put on a movie. I don't really watch TV or movies, but I've been watching YouTube a lot lately, mostly because I deleted my social media. So if you can't find me, I deleted my social media, trying to lock in on YouTube for 6 months and just go from there. That's another thing I think it's important to balance. I think a detox from social media is very important just to reset our minds, get back in tune with ourselves and our creativity, and focus on our goals more of where we're trying to go, because I found myself scrolling through TikTok when I could be editing a video or I could be recording a video, and I just didn't like that it was consuming my time. Although I was consistent with YouTube, I know I can do better. So I was like, this is important to me. This is it. This is what I want to do. I need to give it my all. I don't like where I'm at currently. Of course, like, I'm appreciative of where I'm at, but I understand where I'm trying to go and I understand what needs to be done to get there. So I'm trying to take it serious and so on. So social media detox is very good for us. I highly recommend doing that. I know it's very hard. I've done it for so long, so I can just deactivate it like that and I'll be okay and I won't miss it. But I know in the beginning when I tried, I could only deactivate it for like maybe 1 or 2 days and I was back on it. So just do what you can and work your way up to months. It's hard because it's addictive. So if you don't feel like you can do 6 months like me, then do a week or do 15 days, do 30 days, and just keep resetting from there, I guess, or just do whatever works for you. But going back into like physical care, I like to make sure I'm keeping up with myself, my appearance. I think that's very important because when we give ourselves that attention to look our best, we feel our best, and we do our best. Journaling also. I think journaling is very important, especially when you feel like you have a lot going on in your mind. You can journal at the end of the day, to journal to whoever you want. It's up to you. But you can journal at the end of the day to kind of just express how all the emotions you went through, what you did, what you're trying to do, how you're feeling, whatever. You can do that in the evening, or you can do morning journaling to set forth the day of saying like, today I want to get this, this, and this done. And I think for discipline, it's better to do it in the morning because it's kind of like, I'm doing this today, or I'm feeling like this, or I want to start the day off like this. You can look back to make sure, did I do those things the day I said I was going to do them? It kind of holding yourself accountable also, and you kind of see things that you learn along the way. Of course, catching rest. I think it's important to give ourselves that grace to rest when we know we need to rest. I know for the hustlers out there, and I know like so many podcasts and mental health or motivational podcasts, they try to say like, keep going, keep going, keep going. I would always listen to those. It wasn't my way of growing, so I kind of stopped listening to those motivational podcasts and just moving at my pace of growth. But if I need to rest, one thing I'm gonna do is rest, and I think it's very important to rest. Don't quit. You need maybe a day, 3 days, maybe a week, a month, but you make sure you pick up after that. I want to say give yourself as much time, but also I understand that if we give ourselves too much time, we might be comfortable and fall off. So I just say, if you want to make sure that you do want to rest, but you want to get back on top of things, give yourself 7 days to rest. And then once that 7 days is up, you're back to it. And then of course, we love materialistic things. Maybe not all of us do, but whatever is luxury to you and your eyes, I think it's important to give yourself that, because you're always deserving, you're always allowed these things, and I don't think we should deprive ourselves of it. If you do like purses, bags, and luxury, designer, trips, all these expensive things, cars, whatever, I think it's important to give ourselves that, but for the right reasons. The things that we solely want for ourselves, not to impress, because I know in today's world, I got consumed in it too, all that glitz and glamour. It's nice, but we shouldn't become too consumed within that. It's important to stay grounded, understand that happiness comes simple, not in materialistic things. Very, very simple. And I think we should stay true to that and focus on that. Buy the things that you want to buy and whatever. Like, do it for you, and it's something that you truly want, not to impress other or keep up with the next person. Just make sure it's coming from authenticity is what I'm saying. Enough said there. This is what I believe is giving ourselves the best of quality. Whatever you feels best suit for you, focus on that. Try to reward yourself when needed, rest when needed, but just try to give yourself best quality because you truly do deserve it. And I think it helps improve all of our moods, move at a higher vibration and higher energy, and have this knowing that as long as we work on ourselves every day, we are bound to become better, bound to become the best versions of ourselves, and that is a quality life that we are all deserving of. So if you stay focused, you will absolutely get there. I also believe in keeping your space and environment clean, making sure that you're keeping yourselves organized, making your bed in the morning, tidying up your dressers, making sure you got your dishes out of your room, or anything that's not meant to be, and putting everything in its place. And just kind of decluttering your environment helps keeping that creative flow. If we are in a cluttered area, then that is a reflection of our minds, and we are cluttered and we don't have a clear conscience. And I think when you look at having a very tidy bedroom or very tidy bathroom, work desk, car, whatever it is that you are spending your time in, it makes us feel at ease, feel clean, we feel put together. And again, that is something that will help support becoming the best versions of ourselves. These are all sort of some characteristics that we would like to develop when we envision this person. I'm sure we imagine our higher selves very put together. If you're practicing this and making sure it becomes part of your daily routine, you will definitely align with that version of yourself. I think meditating is very important as well. Again, for a clear conscience, keeping your mind at ease and calm, help just improve the quality of your mind overall. I like to meditate before bed. That's where I find myself, or did find myself, having anxiety attacks right before bed, hard to fall asleep or waking up all throughout the night. Once I started meditating to clear out my conscience, that has helped improve my sleep quality tremendously. Meditation also supports practicing gratitude and being thankful for, again, the now and everything you have, and as well as the future and for everything that's to come. I think we should always focus on the day at hand and making sure that we are getting all that needs to be done within the day that we promised ourselves we would do, and just having that self-awareness that we want to become greater each and every day. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.